2. Why couldn't we stay in LA? It's boring driving these freeways. What part of wilderness adventure don't you understand? Jay exclaims, scowling at Calvin. Deshaun is still listening to his music, his head nodding, jerking. Aaliyah is trying to text. The signal keeps getting lost. It's hard to stay awake in the too warm van. Jamie, Dylan, and the driver are in the front row, soaking up the air conditioning. Us kids are roasting in the back. Nessa, twirling a braid, stares out the window at the speeding cars. 14-lane highways. Unbelievable, she mutters. They need subways. Monorails like Disneyland, insists Calvin. Or in elevated trains like in Chicago, Jay tells a skeptical Calvin. I've seen photos. I've never been to Chicago, responds Calvin. Never been anywhere but Philly and here. Me either, says Nessa. Except it's New Jersey and here. I don't add me either, though it's true. Though here isn't anywhere yet, just a map of packed concrete highways crisscrossing overhead, curving, making figure eights. Snake twists. The patterns are amazing. Many roads to get in, get out. Our van chooses the right ramp. I'm keeping track of where we've been. Arrow back to LA. The airport. Fly home. Say goodbye to civilization, says Dylan, pointing right. The van slows. Outside the window, it's like an old-time postcard. Maybe 30 single-story homes, mostly painted white, and mobile homes, which I've never seen before. There are a couple of roads. Some flower gardens. Chickens. A couple of horses. A boy, maybe 8, runs toward the road. He's waving, a big smile on his face. Aaliyah and Nessa and wave back. The van pulls farther away. I twist in my seat, looking out the back window. The boy still stands by the side of the road, arms dangling. Distance makes him disappear. Any black people live in that town? Asks Kelvin. Aaliyah pokes him. Ow, I'm just trying to figure out how different this place is from home. We're not in Kansas anymore. I say. Kansas? Kelvin squints behind his glasses. What's that? Mean? Nothing, adds Jay. Just another place we've never been. What does it matter? Asks Nessa, exasperated. I'm not sure what Nessa means. It doesn't matter if the town is all white. Or that we haven't been anywhere. Dorothy lives in Kansas, Aaliyah murmurs. Wizard of Oz. 4 hours, we drive. No one says anything. The air conditioner blows. The engine hums, sometimes whines. Roads become less wide, less complicated. 2 lanes up over rolling hills or down. Hills become bigger hills, then mountains. One mountain we tunnel through. I'm anxious in the long darkness. Only forward and back in a tunnel. No side exits. I exhale once I see the light-filled blue sky. The open road. Driving, driving, driving some more. There are a few cars, mostly semi-trucks carrying new cars, oil, and logs. The radio plays static. Buildings have shrunk and disappeared. Huge Christmas-like trees pierce the sky. At their roots, there's wilted, crackling scrub, dry bushes. Why is everything brown? Drought, says the driver. His blue eyes crinkle, looking back at me through the rearview mirror. When you map, you've got to note the landscape, too. Might save your life. How'd he know I was mapping? She's drawing mazes, pipes Nessa, blinking sleepy eyes. Map. Maze. What's the difference? Kelvin asks. A maze is like a map, answers Jamie, turning around in her seat. Both give a bird's eye view. But maps can be simpler from here to there. A maze is a puzzle. It's not always clear which path is best. Isn't that true for maps? Asks Jay, sitting beside me. No, the most useful maps are grounded in reality. Mazes can be real, too. Made from hedges in a garden. Mostly, though, they're artificial, imaginary. Don't forget, maps can have streams, valleys, mountains, calls the driver. Topography. It keeps you from getting lost. Topography. No one wants to admit they don't know what it means. Leo's razzying you, laughs Jamie. You'll find out about it when we go hiking. Ridges, valleys, altitudes. Won't she, Dylan? Maybe, answers Dylan, not looking back. Not everybody is. Good in the outdoors. Jay tenses, defensive. I wonder, how do you show altitude on a flat map? In the rearview mirror, Leo winks at me. This is a talented group. The best, says Jamie, cheerful. Dylan mutters. The windshield swallows his words. Nessa taps Jay's clasped hands. She smiles, he relaxes. I flip through my notebook. For the Bronx, I've got all kinds of maps. Streets and corners. How to get in, get out. Left, straight, right. But the Bronx doesn't have this rough terrain, these concrete roads and rolling hills. Pressing my face closer to the window, I'm not sure where we're going. It bothers me. Clouds fade, the sun is setting. The sky is so big. I never knew there were so many trees. The Bronx is all buildings. Telephone wires. Streetlights. Signs. And people, thousands and thousands of people. Now I feel like I'm disappearing into a horror movie. All the people have vanished. Replaced by monster trees. Leo revs the engine. He's older than Jamie and Dylan, like he could be their dad. Maybe granddad? If Bibi were here, she'd say, Mr. Leo. Call your elders mister. Or ma'am. Yet with his rolled-up plaid sleeves, gray hair, and beard, Mr. Leo seems just Leo. More relaxed than grown-ups in the Bronx. Jamie and Dylan smile at him like he's their friend. Leo looks like a neighbor man who remembers every kid's birthday and dresses up like Santa for the Salvation Army. The van purrs, rumbles. Sunlight bakes us. Everyone dozes. Dylan slumps against the window. Jamie slumps against him. Jay's head tilts straight back. Even Deshaun is sound asleep, though his headset still buzzes. Nessa and Aaliyah, bodies twisted, hands tucked beneath their heads, are slightly smiling while they're dreaming. I don't sleep. Only Leo and I are awake. From time to time, he looks back at me. His eyes, with arching thick brows above, study me. Like Nessa did on the plane. It's like he can tell I'm different. I can't shake the feeling that Leo knows something about me that I don't know. Odd. He's waiting for me to reveal what? More oddly, Leo reminds me of BB. Both of them watching, waiting for me to do something I can't even dream about. Like I've got magic buried inside me. I shiver. Maybe I do? 3.